It is Andy O. Happy Wednesday to you. Short week for pretty much everybody out there. 7:05, 29 degrees, and it's a little overcast, but the roads are dry, and that's good news. So these bells keep popping up all over town, and they're ringing here and they're ringing there, and that can only mean that the Salvation Army is out doing what they do. Dan Sawka is here. Tell us your title at the Salvation Army again, Dan.
I'm the captain of the Salvation Army, so that kind of means I run things.
You run the whole show here.
I try.
Yeah?
I try.
How are things going at the Salvation Army this year?
Well, we're busy. This is one of the busiest times of the year.
Yep.
But, it's a good busy. We're helping a lot of families out there. Tomorrow we'll be doing the turkey run. This is like the 20th, 25th year that we've done this in a row.
So there's a run going on tomorrow?
Well, not a run. We actually deliver meals to people in their houses.
Okay.
We want to make sure that everybody has a good Thanksgiving meal.
Yep.
So we'll be serving about 2,000 meals tomorrow with all of our volunteers. So that'll be a great day tomorrow.
2,000 meals in Muskegon tomorrow?
Yep, 2,000 meals in Muskegon County, yeah.
Unbelievable. Is the need really that great that 2,000 families have to be served?
Yeah, well, it's 2,000 meals. So, it's just amazing. Every year that we have volunteers that come out to Reese Puffer High School around 9 o'clock, and it's like a small army. It really is.
Sure.
It's a small army within the army kind of thing, and we just pack up, we have a great time, and we deliver some holiday cheer to individuals around the community.
That's a fantastic thing. Now, the Kettle Campaign is started. It's up and around, and how many bell ringers in Muskegon do we have out currently working?
Currently working, we have about 11.
Okay.
After Black Friday, we'll have about 26.
Okay.
So we more than double.
Yep.
And we're doing okay. We're sitting at about 10% of our goal this year. Our goal is $180,000 through the Kettle Campaign.
Just through the Kettle Campaign, and that's where people can just walk by, throw their change, throw a buck or two into the thing. Yeah. After all that money is collected, and it's a big number, $180,000. But then again, you tell us the 2,000 meals need to be served to families. Outside of the meals and things like that, how does the Salvation Army put that money to work?
Well, we're here 365 days a year.
Yep.
And that's one of the things a lot of times people forget, and maybe that's our fault. But we are here 365 days a year trying to make Muskegon a better place to live.
Yeah.
So we assist with basic human needs all year round. People can come into our food pantry, which is open Monday through Friday. Obviously, like you said, it's a short week this week.
Sure.
But Monday through Friday, we operate what's called a client choice pantry. So a lot of that funding goes to that. We also help with utilities, helping make sure people are warm during these long Michigan winters.
Yeah. Early start this year, huh?
Exactly. And then we also help with rental assistance. Those are just the big three.
Yeah.
But we also have programs like last year we sent 60 kids to an overnight camp. Gave kids that would otherwise not have that opportunity.
Sure.
Sent them to an overnight camp so they can experience some really great things. We also have a day camp program goes on during the summertime. So we're pretty busy throughout the year, and that money stays here locally.
Right here in town.
Right here in town. Doesn't go anywhere.
Talk a little bit about what somebody would have to do if they need to come to you for a hand. Because it's not easy for somebody to admit that they need a hand, maybe getting the electric bill paid or, getting the gas turned back on or some of that kind of stuff. The first step for somebody out there that needs a hand is what?
First step is to give us a call.
Yep.
Now, there are times, I'll be the first one to say that it's frustrating, especially during this time of the year. It's very, very busy at the Salvation Army, so sometimes you're going to have to be patient. You have to continue calling. But give a call at the Salvation Army. The number is 231-773-3284, and our staff would love to talk with you to see what we can do to help.
Yeah.
The other thing is you could also reach us through our website, samuskegon.org. But yeah, giving us a call is probably the first step. And the thing is that please don't ever be afraid to give us a call.
Sure.
If a person finds himself in a situation they need help, then the Army should be one of the places they think about turning to.
Yeah.
Another thing that they could use to give a plug to 211, they could always call 211.
Yeah, that's another big thing. Helps with a lot of stuff in town.
Absolutely, it's wonderful. If you don't know where to turn, call 211 and they'll tell you where to turn. A lot of times it is to the Salvation Army, and we want to make sure that we're just doing the best we can.
When somebody comes in to see you and they need a hand with this or that or the other thing, on average, how long would you say that they are a part of the work that you do? Is it usually just something that comes in and, I need electric bill paid, thank you, and I'll never see you again? Or do they tend to find assistance with you and then want to give back through working with like the Kettle Campaign and other volunteer opportunities?
There's a lot of individuals that, they come in. Andy, quite frankly, what we're seeing a lot of right now is individuals that used to give back.
Yeah.
That are coming in and saying, I can't believe I find myself in this situation, but I need your assistance now.
Yeah.
And those are hard times. With both situations, we give people the opportunity to give back. It's not required.
Yep.
The services that the Salvation Army gives is a service that we give because we want to make Muskegon a better place. But if a person's interested in giving back, we've had individuals that have come in and for assistance and have been volunteers for years now.
Yeah.
Because they said, when I was down, you were there. I can help.
Yeah.
I want to do something.
And, I've often found, too, that, with different food drives over the years and different programs that I've been a part of and things like that, the people that generally tend to give a little bit more are usually the ones that are right on the borderline of needing the assistance as well.
A lot of times. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm an officer today.
Yep.
I'm involved with the Salvation Army today because I remember back when I was 6 years old, we had a death in the family right around Christmas time.
Ooh.
And it was the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
That delivered a meal to us, delivered some toys to us, and tried to make the best out of a bad situation.
Sure.
That sticks in your head for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
And, something small like that, like just handing somebody a food basket or saying Merry Christmas or, I don't want to jump to Christmas yet, but saying, Happy Thanksgiving.
Sure.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. So what else would you like to tell us that the Salvation Army has got going on? I mean, the Kettle Campaign's on now.
Kettle Campaign is on, and that's really one of the most important things right now for us. I mean, again, we fight against that whole idea that the Salvation Army is only here during Christmas time. We're here 365 days a year, but our biggest time for asking for support is during this time of the year. So if an individual wants to volunteer, please visit our website, samuskegon.org. They can go on there, hit a little volunteer tab, and we can get them signed up to ring a bell. I'm just going to plead to the community. We are down a little bit from last year.
Yeah.
It's
tough and it's early. You know what I mean?
It is early. The need is there.
Yeah.
But, the one thing that I've always been able to just kind of sit back and relax a little bit is Muskegon is one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best places to live.
Dude.
They take care of their own. And I just want to say
hit the nail on the head right there. I mean, it's kind of a small, it's a big city, but it's still kind of a small community, and things seem to usually get taken care of when it comes right down to rubber hitting the road. Everybody is here to do their part in Muskegon, and it's a great place. I agree with you. Yeah. So it's samuskegon.org.
samuskegon.org.
And the Kettle can people donate online for the Kettle Campaign as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They can go to our website.
Yep.
And there's a little tab there that says give to our virtual kettle.
Yep.
So they can give to a virtual kettle. They can mail in. There's a lot of different ways they can
I think I remember too that and I don't know that they're here yet, but I remember too that some of the Kettle Campaign comes with a swipe now. You can use your debit card of that. I don't think
we
they're
still
here.
don't have it here in Muskegon.
Still don't have it here?
No.
Nonetheless, still to see the Salvation Army get all tech.
We're trying.
Woo-wee! Look at that. You can come on in and swipe to make your donation. Dan Sawka, it's good to see you again. We wish you the best in the Kettle Campaign for the Salvation Army. Just look for those people out ringing bells. They're going to be out in full force starting tomorrow, or Friday.
Starting on Friday.
Yeah. Good thing the Salvation Army's giving people Thanksgiving off.
We're trying. We're trying.
Some of the stores can't, but the Salvation Army still makes room for everybody. And you know what? Your food delivery tomorrow, best of luck on that. What time does that start with people?
Well, we're going to be opening up around 9:30 at the Rockets, the Reese Puffer Rockets.
Yep,
RP. Go RP. They'll be cooking for us. They're cooking for us now. Shout out to the ladies in the kitchen. They're wonderful.
Yep.
But all of our volunteers will be there around 9:30, and then we'll start delivering between 9:30 and 11. And hopefully be home for our own Thanksgiving dinners around 1 o'clock too.
Perfect. Salvation Army. Where's the place located? I've never been there, so give us that.
Salvation Army is located at 1221 Shonette Street, right in the heart of Muskegon Township.
Sure, right there. All right, Dan Sawka, good to see you again. Best of luck with the Kettle Campaign with the Salvation Army. It's $180,000.
$180,000 in the kettles.
Pennies, nickels, dimes, folks. Drop them off. Simple enough. Rod Stewart, it's Forever Young, and it is on Muskegon's 100.9. Help that Salvation Army out, and they'll make life better.